Happy Monday morning, Miss Hood's class. I am at home, and I know that you are probably at home today too. I hope that you guys are all safe and healthy and you are having a fun spring break. I hope that you had a great time with your family, and I can't wait to hear all about the things that you did over spring break. I stayed home over spring break with my family, and when we get back to school, I will write a story and I'll tell you what I did so you can experience it with me. So this morning, I want to read you guys a story. I miss you very much, and it's very strange reading into a camera instead of sitting on the rug and reading a story to you, but I'm going to read a story to you called The Looking Book. And I want you to listen very carefully, and at the end of the story, I'm going to have a small homework assignment for you to do. The story was written by P.K. Hallinan. You guys know that if P.K. Hallinan is the author, that person wrote the words. That's right, wrote the words to our story. It's illustrated by Patrice Barton. You guys are all really great illustrators, and you know that that means if you're an illustrator, you drew the pictures. Very good. All right, so let's look at our story. Turn off that TV, Mommy said one day. Go on outside. Go outside and play. We're watching cartoons, Kenny said with a pout, and Mikey chimed in, we don't want to go out. But Mommy just smiled through their long, sad sighs, and when they were done, she held out a surprise. Wonder what the surprise is. A very strange surprise. What are they? Asked Kenny, taking hold of his prize. Do I fold them or bounce them or put them on my eyes? They're lookers, said Mommy, as plain as can be. They help you to look and they help you to see. Go on outside. Go out the back door and look with your lookers like never before. I have my lookers here with me today. Would you like to see them? Actually, they're Ashton's lookers, but she's letting me borrow them. So out the back door to the wide open spaces, they marched with their lookers in place on their faces. It didn't take long to find something to see. Within only moments, Mikey found a great tree. Look how big that tree is. It's wide and it's tall, and the leaves are all green. Why, this is the best tree that I've ever seen. Then they looked at each other and smiled in kind and decided to see just what else they could find. So they both went out looking. Kenny sat down on a small patch of ground and parted the grass that grew all around. This grass is amazing, he joyfully said. There are all kinds of things here, brown, yellow, and red. He found things that are colors. There are twig things and rock things and dirt things and string things, along with a whole lot of little black bug things. Can you see? I'm going to put the book really close. Can you see the little black bugs? What kind of bugs do you think those are? And Mikey added, there are bunches of bugs going every which way. They don't sing or dance, but they know how to play. Then he reached down and picked up an old wooden stick and yelled out to Kenny, you'd better come quick. He has found something. What do you think he found? There's a ladybug here on this piece of wet wood. She's not wearing a bow tie or a funny red hood, but she's crawling around like a ladybug should, and really much better than a cartoon bug would. But Kenny was too busy to come. He sat by a rose bush, smelling a rose, holding the flower right under his nose. He sniffed and he whiffed it and let out a sigh, then fell on the lawn with a breathless, oh my. Do you think Kenny likes the smell of that rose? What makes you think he thinks the rose smells good? I love the smell of roses. Look, Mikey yelled, pointing up to the sky, and honest to goodness, a real butterfly. I just don't believe it, Kenny said suddenly. There's so much to look at and so much to see. Look at that big butterfly. We talked about butterflies before the break. Remember what the state butterfly is? Tell someone at your house the name of the state butterfly. It's the monarch butterfly. Very good. They looked high. They looked low. They looked very hard. They looked with their lookers all over the yard. It wasn't till later that dinner was cooking that Kenny and Mikey finally stopped looking. With lookers in hand and big eyes round, they went in the house to tell what they'd found. They took their lookers off. It must be time for dinner. They said there were tree things and bee things and roses and weeds, small things and tall things and flowers with seeds. There were all kinds of new things, green, purple, and blue. There was so much to look at, they said with a shout. The first thing tomorrow, we're going back out. Look at their faces. What kind of expressions do they have on their faces? How do you think they feel about their new lookers and all the things they discovered while they were outside? Do you think they feel excited? I think their faces look very excited. They gave their lookers back to Mommy and said, "You want to know something, the best part of all?" Here's what Mommy said. "You want to know something, the best part of all? You don't need lookers. You don't need them at all." Why do you think they don't need their lookers? If they're still going to look for things, why don't they need their lookers? Yes, that's the best thing about them. You don't have to wear them. You can see things without them. It's a great book, wasn't it? The Looking Book. If you have some lookers at home, or if your mommy has some lookers that she wants to let you borrow, here is your homework. Now, the great thing about this homework is you don't have to have lookers to do it. You can actually just go out and you can look with your own eyes, okay? So I want you to do what Mikey and Kenny did. I want you to go outside today. It's supposed to finally be a little bit nicer weather and maybe not rainy today. So I want you to go outside if your mommy and daddy say it's okay. And I want you to see if you can find 5 things. And I want you to draw a picture of them and label what those 5 things were. So remember to look high and look low. Look for things in your yard, on your back porch. Look for things that you wouldn't normally see if you weren't looking for them. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to check back in with you again tomorrow or on Wednesday. I want you to remember that I miss you a lot, and I'm sending you a hug and an LH I love you, and I'm so proud that you guys are doing your homework and your reading, and I know that you are obeying your mommy and daddy and you're following your rules at home. So make me proud, and I will talk to you guys soon. If you find some things that you want to put, some things that you find with your lookers on your paper, you can have your mom take a picture and share them with me in an email. Talk to you guys later. Bye.